What is Kanban? Kanban is a project management framework that uses a note card visualization to style cards on a board so team members can easily see where each task or project is in a series of workflow stages. The Kanban system, invented at Toyota, helped transform the automaker from selling less than 300 cars a year to become one of the largest car companies in the world, making hundreds of billions in revenue as of 2021. In this video, we're going to explain Kanban and its origins, how a Kanban board works, and how you can download and customize a spreadsheet template we created to get started. If you want to go straight to the spreadsheet explainer, do so now. The Kanban system was developed by the industrial engineer Taiichi Ohno at Toyota in the 1950s. The term Kanban comes from two Japanese words, kan, which means sign, and ban, which means board, aka signboard. The term was popularized in Japan around the 1600s, where the economy was taking off and Japanese towns were flooded with competing businesses who needed artful signboards to stand out and compete for customers. This tradition has carried forward to the neon, LED, and even 3D billboards that populate Japanese cities today. The best of these signboards communicated their core value in as clear and concise a way as possible. For instance, think of this giant cat, which communicates, "Look at this giant cat!" Ohno's Kanban system uses sign cards on a signboard to visually show what stage a task is in, and prompt viewers which actions to take next in a process workflow. In Ohno's own words, the system was designed to produce only what is needed, when it is needed, and in the amount needed. That's actually a pretty cool catchphrase. I'm going to mark that down as my second favorite all-time Kanban phrase behind this one.
Oppan Gangnam Style!
Ohno invented this system at the behest of Toyota CEO Kiichiro Toyota, who wanted Toyota to compete with the productivity of American car companies in under 3 years. However, the company was in such rough shape they couldn't even hire any new employees. They didn't have the equipment Americans had, and they couldn't hire new people, so they had to come up with an internal system to increase their productivity. So, Taiichi Ohno worked his way up from the machine shop to eventually become a director. During this time, he identified 7 key areas that contributed to reduced performance at the company. In particular, Toyota faced issues of overproduction and raw material stockpiling, which created waste when consumer demand would fluctuate. So Ohno needed to create a system to signal when a new product was required that could be shared with the production line and as well as the raw material supplier at just the right time. So he invented email!
You've got mail!
Just kidding, that was a few decades later. The epiphany actually came in 1956, when Ohno went to the US and visited the American supermarket chain Piggly Wiggly. And no, that is not a joke. The system inspired him to use paper cards across the entire supply chain to track demand and signal actions as needed, and the Kanban system was born. These cards would be attached on the production line until a card was finished. The card would then be attached to the finished car, and once that car sold, the card would go back to the production line. But only when the card would return to the line could the worker start developing a new car product. And even then, cards would be held in a pending queue until they hit a specific number that indicated there was enough demand to continue productions. Cards weren't just used for cars, but every material in the production line had its own Kanban card so that suppliers would work off of the same system. This reduced stockpiling, improved efficiency, and provided visibility throughout the entire supply chain. By 1964, the Kanban system spread throughout the whole company and was used across all processes at Toyota, and even led to a larger Toyota production system, which we created another video about that you can check out at the end of this one. This all helped turn Toyota into the major automaker it is today, neck and neck with Volkswagen as the world's largest car company with hundreds of billions in sales. But these days, the Kanban system isn't executed with physical note cards. Kanban was eventually adopted by the software industry and is often used with the lean or agile method of project management. Agile is an iterative project management style where the manager breaks a project up into smaller projects, which then get planned, designed, built, and tested individually so that products get shipped faster. Because Agile is a project management philosophy and Kanban is a project management tool, the two can be used simultaneously. and even incorporated with the Scrum methodology to work on a group of tasks in a short period of time known as a sprint. Here's an example of a digital Kanban board as we know it today, with all the most important elements: color-coded columns that represent each separate work stage, and cards that represent the individual tasks or project. The 3 out of 4 number represents the WIP, or work in progress, limit. This limits the amount of tasks in a column so no one stage gets backlogged and becomes a bottleneck for the company. Swim lanes can also be used to separate tasks across teams, activities, or types of service. Digital Kanban boards like Trello from Atlassian utilize the Kanban system and offer additional functionality to organize information about each task and product. Kanban can be used for personal to-dos, to build an editorial calendar, or manage a sales pipeline. It can even be used to help manage a product development roadmap or track a recruitment funnel. But most organizations and product managers don't need an advanced software to create their own Kanban board. As Toyota showed, all you need is a clear picture of your workflow and a way to visualize your project as it transitions through each stage. Well, we have created a Kanban board in Excel and Google Sheets that you can download and customize to do exactly that. We'll now quickly show you how you can use this Kanban board to bring Toyota-level efficiency to your next project. First, begin by entering all the tasks for a current project on the task list. Assign each task its stage, priority, and its responsible owner, as well as a start and due date. Then, track the work in progress with the progress bars, how many hours it took to complete, and once completed, its final finish date. To edit these dropdowns, you can use the Fields tab to add new responsible team members, stages, and priority levels. You can also set your work in progress limit here, which is a critical part of Kanban. Now, go to the Kanban board and you will see each task color-coded by its priority level according to what stage it's in. If a certain stage has reached its WIP limit, the stage column will gray out. This visual backlogging of tasks manages projects so no one part of the workflow gets overwhelmed without visually showing you where the work needs to be completed. Now, if you prefer to sort your tasks according to their upcoming due date, a calendar visualization sorts the task by the first due date on your list, so you can see a full 12-month calendar view of all your upcoming tasks. You can also edit the drop-down to change the month that you want to see. Now, the dashboard tracks the total amount of tasks that have been completed against those left to be finished, as well as how many tasks there are that are assigned to each person and across each stage. And that's everything you need to know about Kanban. Don't forget, you can download and customize this Kanban spreadsheet for your own project management to save time and hours of work. Now, to learn more about the Toyota production system, go check out our video on process optimization right now. Thanks for watching.